So here's a thought. What if your child's classroom wasn't just a room with four walls? What if it could be, well, anywhere in the world? Today, we're going to dive into exactly that idea with the Amore Learning School. It's a global online school built for today's families. So let's find out what makes it tick.
Right off the bat, their tagline says it all. Learn anywhere, achieve everywhere. And this isn't just some catchy marketing phrase. It's really the heart of their whole philosophy, giving kids a top-notch education that isn't limited by where they live. Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with what a school without walls actually means. Then we'll get into the Amore learning philosophy. After that, we'll check out the different pathways they offer, see how their digital campus works, and wrap up with how their mission goes way beyond just their students. All right, let's jump into our first section, a school without walls. And really, this idea is so much more than just being online. It's about completely reimagining where and how learning can even take place. So who exactly is Amore for? Well, it's a fully accredited online school, and it's designed with a modern, global family in mind. They've got a strong presence with families in India, the GCC region, think the UAE, and South Africa. But honestly, their whole setup is built to work for students pretty much anywhere.
Okay, so what really makes Amore different? It's not just one thing, it's this whole combination. You've got a globally recognized curriculum, which is great, but the classes are live and interactive. And that's a huge deal, right? It's not just watching pre-recorded videos. They have flexible timings for different time zones, a top-notch platform to manage everything. But what really stands out to me is their focus on the whole student, well-being, counseling, and actual opportunities to connect with the world. All right, features are one thing, but a school's heart is really its philosophy. So let's talk about the Amore learning philosophy. The big idea here is simple. Education should be about understanding, not just memorizing facts. And their vision statement really gets to the core of this. I mean, look at the words they use. Learn with joy, grow with balance. That tells you everything, doesn't it? It's not just about getting good grades. It's about helping kids become confident, capable people. This really shows the difference. You know the traditional way, rote memorization? It's kind of like being handed a bunch of random puzzle pieces with no box to look at. The Amore approach, though, is all about showing you how the pieces connect, helping you see the big picture. That's when you can actually understand it and use it in the real world. And these core values are what guide everything they do. I mean, things like student-centric excellence, integrity, innovation, these aren't just words on a poster. They're the principles behind how they design their courses, how they operate, and why they push for things like international accreditation. It's about being accountable. So, how does that big philosophy actually play out in the classroom? Well, that brings us to the different pathways they offer, because they know every student's journey is unique. For the younger kids from pre-primary up to grade 8, they have what they call their core schooling program. The goal is to make it structured, but not stressful. It's aligned with India's national curriculum framework. So it's all about building that solid foundation for everything that comes next. Now, once students get to the senior secondary level, things get more specialized. You've basically got three main options here. There's the CBSE-aligned pathway, which is perfect for students in the Indian system. Then you have NIOS, which is a super flexible option for learners with different needs. And finally, there's the international track, with big names like Cambridge and Pearson EdExcel for students who have their eyes set on universities around the world. And it doesn't stop with the main subjects. This is pretty cool. They have all these extra courses. We're talking language training in English, Arabic, and French, test prep for things like the SATs, and even skill building in areas like STEM, coding, and public speaking. It's the whole package. So this all sounds really good, right? But what does it actually look like day to day? Let's peel back the curtain and see how their digital campus works. Okay, the engine that runs the whole school is their learning management system, or LMS. The best way to think about it is that it is the campus. It's the one secure spot online where everything happens. Admissions, classes, homework, exams, you name it. So what's a day in the life like? It's actually pretty straightforward. You log into your dashboard, you join your live classes, which, by the way, are only 35 minutes long to keep things focused and engaging. Then you can find all your resources, turn in assignments, and for the parents out there, you can track progress in real time, which is a huge plus. Now, this is a big one. In any online space, especially for kids, safety and quality have to be priority number one. Amore takes this really seriously. Everything is transparent and driven by clear policies, including really strong child protection and safeguarding rules. And they don't just say it, they have the paperwork to back it up, with international accreditation from the UK and an ISO certification for quality.
But at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. This quote from a parent says, "My son is improving so much that he's actually excited to complete his homework." I mean, come on. A kid who is excited about homework, that's the ultimate seal of approval right there. They're clearly doing something very right.
Okay, for our last section, we're looking at how Amore's mission goes even further. It's not just about their enrolled students, it's about putting their mission into action and reaching communities that need it most. This quote just hits you, doesn't it? Talent is everywhere, but opportunity isn't always equally available. This is the core belief behind their outreach work. They get that brilliance isn't confined to certain zip codes, and they're trying to do something about that opportunity gap. And this isn't just talk. Here's a real-world example. The Amore DRC program. It's a scholarship program that offers English and Arabic language training to learners in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Think about the doors that opens. And the goals here are massive. We're talking about giving people the communication skills they need to compete globally. It's about boosting their confidence, making them more employable, and giving them a shot at international opportunities they just wouldn't have had otherwise. It's genuinely life-changing stuff.
So if you boil it all down, what is Amore Learning School? It's really this perfect blend of serious, high-quality academics and the kind of flexibility that families today actually need to thrive.
And that kind of brings us full circle back to that first question. In a world where our jobs can be anywhere, where our friends and families are scattered all over the globe, it really makes you think, why can't our schools be like that too? What if they could be anywhere?